Greetings, my fellow freedom lovers and sovereign thinkers. This is authorizes News Podcast. My name is Craig, transmitting from the beautiful swampy mangroves of South Florida. And today's date, Thursday, June 11th, 2015. Yeah, it's early. So what the hell, just like scoping out a few areas via Facebook and Twitter. So I had a couple things that got an eye-opener. So I'll start off here. It's from website. What's that website called? JulieBrowski.com. That's it. It says here, New Jersey woman killed while waiting for gun application to be approved. Yeah, by Julie Borowski. That's JulieBorowski.com. Came out today, but source is from Concealed Nation. This is so terrible. On June 3rd, I posted about how gun waiting periods hurt people who urgently need a gun to protect themselves. I gave this hypothetical scenario. What if someone gets a threatening call from their jealous ex-boyfriend? I worried that she might not be able to get a gun for protection in time. I just learned that it was too late for one New Jersey woman. Carol Brown from Berlin Township, New Jersey, took steps to protect herself after she started receiving violent threats from her former boyfriend. She got a restraining order against him, installed security cameras and an alarm system in her house, applied for a license to own a handgun on April 21st. Right after she got a restraining order, he smashed in her car windows. Understandably worried about her safety, she inquired about her gun application as recently as June 1st and was told that she would have to wait longer to be approved. According to the Courier Post, the application process typically takes 2 months or more as police collect information on the applicant, including fingerprints and reference checks. She ran out of time. On June 3rd, she was tragically stabbed to death by her ex-boyfriend in the driveway of her home. I can't help but think, what if? What if she was able to get a gun to use as protection? Would she still be alive? Of course, we will never know the answer. It makes me angry that so many pro-women gun control advocates support gun waiting periods. Let's hope they never find themselves in a position too quickly need a gun for protection but can't get one because of ridiculous waiting periods. It's by Julie Borowski, and she is a political commentator living in the D.C. area. She is best known for her YouTube channel, where discusses current events as often in a humorous manner. She has 2 cats. I have to agree with Ms. Borowski on this. This is nothing more than a monumental deception when you got the government trying to tell you you have to wait for a certain tool of self-defense. Who the hell do you think they are? The Garden State. Disgusting, unacceptable, tyrannical program. What really gets my goat is in the New Jersey Constitution, they do have natural-born rights and enumeration rights. Where they say you have to wait for a certain tool to defend themselves if necessary, when it's necessary, and play the waiting game. You got these crackpots out there always claim government knows better. Well, you know what? You guys are full of garbage. I am saying this politely. Even that's in Article 1. I don't know the section on the top of my head, but I will post the New Jersey Constitution to this footnote to let the people read it. Self-defense is a natural-born right, not given by government. And the state of New Jersey is a very poor example that the enumerated rights in their state has been deprived. Furthermore, even if the heirs want to sue the police department for this matter, it will be invalid because they have a sovereign immunity tort in there as well. So anyone who's Carol Brown's heirs from Berlin Township, New Jersey, can't even sue them for it. They are immune to this. And furthermore, they're not obligated to protect you as an individual. New Jersey is just a prime example. People in that state need to realize, like, you got the power. They don't. They need you more than you need them. In the state of New Jersey, like everywhere else, the first line of defense overall is by you as the responsible individual that cares about you, your family, loved ones, your community, etc. It's time to call these scumbags out. If they still believe in these areas, you can recall them in your state constitution. I believe it's Article 1, Section 2, I believe, or 3. I could be mistaken, but I will post that on there. And you can look at it for yourselves. This is nothing more than a monumental lie. Waiting periods, gun control is nothing more than a monumental deception. It does not fight crime. It does not reduce it. It's time to make things worse. If you don't agree, better back it up with honorable merit. That's all I have to say on this area. And may Carol Brown's soul remain forever free, rather than die in vain by the hands of her ex-boyfriend in the state of New Jersey. Like I said, shouldn't be dying in vain, but she may have. However, her legacy can end this madness. Alright, next one here. I'm doing this real short. This came out today around almost at 12 noon, June 10th. Broward authorizes higher fines for Uber taxi drivers. This is by Brittany Wallman. It says here, Broward County armed itself in a fight against underground taxi company Uber on Tuesday by authorizing fines up to $1,000 for violating county motor vehicle laws. The higher fines set the stage for the county to amass proof of violation and head to court for an injunction barring Uber from doing business in Broward. Mayor Tim Ryan said. A proposal for even higher fines failed, partly because the fines could be levied against drivers of traditional taxis who violate county ordinances. The super penalty originally proposed would apply to everybody, and for me, it's just too onerous of a number to do to people in this community. Commissioner Lois Wexler. Only Commissioner Chip LaMarca voted against the higher fines. Under that, what was approved, violations would start at $250 fines, then $500, $750, and $1,000 for repeat violations. The vast majority of drivers fined are first-time offenders, officials noted. But the fines could oppose against Uber itself, the county attorney said. The smartphone-based ride-hailing services, Uber and Lyft, entered the South Florida market last fall, spinning the traditional cab industry into turmoil. Oh, my heart bleeds. While fares for cabs in Broward are set by the county, services like Uber and Lyft, whose drivers use their personal vehicles, charge less. Traditional cab pays $3 fares to operate the airport and must wait in line to be dispatched. Uber and Lyft, meanwhile, swoop into the curve, avoiding the system. Traditional cab drivers have county chauffeur registrations, and their cars have... Oops, sorry about that. Have county permits. Uber and Lyft drivers often lack one or both. Aviation Director Kent George said his analysts showed the cabs are losing 180 fares a day at the airport to Uber and Lyft. That's out approximately 2,275 fares there a day, based on figures supplied by Yellow Cab President John Camillo. I will continue on. I'll just make my before I add my 2 cents to this. The county has issued about 600 citations to Transportation Network Company drivers since last fall for failing to have proper permits for drivers and vehicles, said Leonard Villalpando, director of the Environmental Protection and Growth Management Department. In April, the county commission modernized its taxi laws, recognizing that companies like Uber and Lyft are transportation network companies, or TNCs, will be treated differently than traditional taxis. Unlike with taxis, TNCs can have unlimited numbers of vehicles and unregulated fares, but the law also requires drivers to submit fingerprint-based FBI criminal background checks, carry insurance consistent with Florida law, which County Attorney Joni Armstrong Coffey said required around-the-clock commercial coverage, and have their vehicles inspected by a mechanic. Uber spokesman Bill Gibbons said at the time that its drivers would pull out of Broward. We cannot operate in Broward County, and such onerous regulations are enforced, and stand ready to re-engage with the Commission to bring more choice and opportunity back to Broward County. Lyft spokesman Paige Dellin said recently that the company welcomes common sense regulation, but a one-size-fits-all approach does not support new innovative transportation choices like Lyft. Cities and states across the nation have created new rules for ride-sharing that promote safety while allowing this new form of community power transportation to thrive. Broward County can do the same. We will continue to work with local officials to explore positive paths forward to Lyft in Broward County. Click here for information on the new county law. I just have to say one thing. The people in Broward County commissioners, don't know what the hell they're talking about. And I know many of them do have background checks and all that in Uber. Best thing to do is go to uber.com. And so that would be illogical, if Uber or Lyft decides to have like riffraff going into habitual offenders, etc. But the truth of the matter is, and it's funny about this, truth of the matter is that Broward County is losing money too, because Yellow cab service, Yellow taxi service. That's the name. Yeah, that's the name of the company. They monopolize the entire airport to picking up people. All right, so that's like a monopoly. How is that an open free market? Absolutely not. And this is just another example of mercantilism 101. It just really makes me laugh when you got a bunch of elected servants out there. So many of them probably can't even wipe their own behind in this area. Nothing against them personally. We know how to do. We never done this business before, but we will tell you how it's done. As far as I'm concerned, I would say it'll be smart for the people, Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, get the right insurance on their own free will. You want to cover your tracks, but you're going to have the county going to tell you how to do things better, or government tells you how to do better. When government touches something, it turns to manure on an overall basis. And this just really makes me laugh when I hear all this rhetoric about Uber, and their own attorney too. Come on, give me a break, please. I guess she's another mercantile demon, allegedly. I have no condemnations against these people, but it's a matter of principle. I just really have to say, I can see Uber duke it out a little bit more, and the people should make that decision, not the county government. Because how I see it, you gotta be smart. What's that thing called? Fight for your dollar, Put where your dollar at goes most. So definitely, this is not over yet. So this is how I see it. And the Broward County Commissioners don't like my views? Who cares? You work for me, chumps. Not the other way around. Alright, I'm just doing a short one today. It's early morning. And this one here is titled, it's from the Ron Paul Institute. It is Neocon Watch. I love how they say that. You Kidding Me? And this was done by Lou Rockwell himself. And it came out yesterday to be exact. And it says here, John Woo, the torture justifying lawyer of the Bush II regime, criticized Obama's bloody, murderous, warmongering foreign policy as replicating in the Business Insider, okay, as a website for that. A Ron Paul presidency. As a Ron Paul presidency. There's a link for that. I'm not going to read it, but the best thing to do is just look it up yourself. It says here, John, let me give you a quick rundown of what a Ron Paul foreign policy would actually look like. Based on the golden rule and teaching that it is peacemakers who shall be called the sons of God, not the neocons. 1. Cut the military budget by, say, 90% to start. 2. Bring all the troops home. 3. Defend the people of the United States in the United States, period. 4. Abolish the CIA, the NSA, the NED, and all other such criminal gangs. 5. Seek peaceful commercial relationships with the whole world. End the current imperial system of bombs or bribes. I have to say, Lou Rockwell said it the best. I'm not here to argue with them whatsoever. And I know John Woo talks out of his ass as usual. And I know that it's in Insider here, Business Insider. You can look it up and judge for yourselves. But I know one thing for sure. Lou Rockwell's not going to hold punches, and he will examine everything thoroughly and call these people out. And that's all I have to say for this early Thursday morning. Thank you for listening. Plus, feel free to download or share this through your entire social media network. If you have any information, comments, compliments, criticisms, love letters, hate letters, etc., but please always use it through decorum. You can hit me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Spreaker, or send your comments to iHeartRadio. Once again, thanks for your time. Plus, always remember that demoniac resistance is healthy for the soul and can liberate humanity. Until next time, take care of yourselves, keep on spreading love, and may your guardian spirits be with you.